quickly want to run through some stuff about the about recoil management. Where most people go wrong is the basic grip of the gun and holding it. And kind of what I'll quickly explain is why things happen. Most people think that in recoil the gun will jump up and it will jump to the right. The only reason that it jumps up is because the gun is levering around your body. It's normally held in firm at the bottom of the stock, but not at the top. So it'll lift up, or the body will rock backwards. Your feet are on the ground and your body's not in the right position. The reason that it goes up and to the right is because we're twisting. Okay? If the gun was central in the body, alright, there wouldn't be a twist left or right. Alright, it would only have the capacity to go up or to go down, or not go down, but to go up. So the first thing we have to do is make sure that the gun is as close into the body as we can and the stance is right. Now to explain the stance, there's a couple of ways of doing it, of explaining it. The basics is, I'm right-handed, okay, my right foot's slightly further back than my left, and I'm in a kind of a boxing stance. So you're up here, your weight's on the balls of your feet, as if you're going to go forward and hit somebody. Alright, that's throwing force out. You're expecting force to come back at you and you have to deal with it. Your back should be straight, slightly curved forward, and that allows you to take the shot. The other way that people explain it is if you're in rugby, someone's running at you and you're about to tackle them, and you go down, again, one foot slightly further in front of the other, weight on the balls of the feet, alright, shoulders up, you're going forward. Seen Ivan Romanov, a very good Russian shooter, and he explained it. Similar feet position, but he likened it to picking up a really heavy sack of spuds that you're going to wrap yourself around and pick it up and lift it. Alright, so it's wrapping around the gun, priming yourself for forward movement, alright, to counter the recoil coming back at you. So you look at that with a gun. If you're here, and you're going to fight somebody, okay, and the gun is just coming up into that position. The stock needs to be as central as you can get it. Every millimetre that you move it across means less twisting of the gun. Alright? You have to ensure that the whole of the stock is in contact with your body. Your shoulders need to be not square on, but as square as you can get them. Alright? A lot of people will have twist their body around and they'll fire like this. And they're almost holding the gun on the arm. Okay? So, reasonably square on, slightly twist of it, as close to the centre line as you can get it. Whole of this touching your body, and it's almost on your pec rather than in your shoulder. Seen some other good information which describes trying to bring your shoulder up and around it. Okay, so this gun, got the shoulder on the outside, got my chin on the inside, on my cheek, okay, and it's trapped there. The other common thing is people start mounting their sights very high and they have their head up like this. Okay, you need cheek on there, cheekbone on there, looking down the gun. So they're the main things. Weight on the balls of the feet, bend in your knees, allow the shock and the energy to travel down your body and into the ground, and then encapsulating the back end of that gun. There's a lot of other stuff as well, but it's minor in comparison. Now with this gun, make sure your hand is behind the gun here. A lot of people will end up bringing their hand round, where your hand should be, the V should be pointing forward, and it should be right in here. Alright? Not actually like that, it's like this. This gun allows you, with the forend, always point at your target. Alright, I can wrap my thumb over the top and my fingers underneath. It's like bending this arm, and the recoil is going to come back into me. Another thing to avoid is people keep pulling the trigger and expect their body to keep up with it, and it doesn't work like that. You see the people that have got the best recoil control. They fire a shot, they'll watch the sights lift, they'll come back down, and when it comes back down and they've fully recovered their position, they fire again. It may look like they're and they're just pulling the trigger. They're not. They're only pulling the trigger as fast as the gun is resetting, or as fast as their body's resetting in position. So if you're here and you fire a shot and the gun goes into recoil, you can't fire a shot until it comes down again. And that's how you tell if your position's getting better. So you get here, you have a target that doesn't need resetting, bang, you fire a shot, and when the sight comes back down again, you fire another shot. Now if your body position is all wrong, it's going to get fire and you're going to go way away, and it's going to take you ages to come back onto it. Okay? So the way to practice is fire a shot, gun will go into recoil, fire another shot. And only fire as fast as the gun resets, or the sights reset back onto the target. And play with it. So, to start with, I started really going down low. Now I can come up here. Alright, so go down low, fire, put a timer on it, see what happens. The only really way to find out if you're doing better at it is to time it. So, and be honest with yourself. Fire a shot, and the dot comes back down on the target, fire another shot, look at the time. Pistol shooters use what they call bill drills, where they fire 6 shots at one target, and they all have to be A's. So bang, reset, bang, 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 and then they time the whole thing. See if they're getting better at that recoil management, and that's what you've got to do. Firing 6 shots just into targets doesn't work. It's got to be with purpose. So you're going to fire them, time it, and see what works best for you. Hope it helps.